Maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's entirely appropriate that your students can easily go online and see their teacher in her panties. And here she goes in front of the camera showing her ass for the whole world to see. I mean, these are the leaders of the next generation. What is going on, ladies and gents? This is your boy Agree to Disagree, and I'm coming at you again with some more video reviews. We got some good stuff coming your way as always, so let's get right into it.
Older woman explains why older men love younger women.
A lot of grown men date young girls to avoid that grown woman pressure. See, every man want to believe that he's an alpha man until it's time to do what alpha men do, like provide, protect, produce. So when that grown woman put pressure on that wannabe alpha man, who's usually a weak man, he runs to a weaker woman. The woman that he can control her mind, the woman that self-esteem is low, the woman he can manipulate, use, and abuse. Yes, that woman. See, ladies, you could be too much for a man. You could be too independent. You could be too accomplished. You could be too established. You could be too confident that you have to send that man back to the basic women that they're comfortable with. And when you finally let that man go, you will realize that he had absolutely nothing to offer from day one, only lies and disappointments, which means that you had everything he wanted. He had nothing.
All right. So first off, the number one reason that men go for younger women is looks. I know I hate to say it, it's shallow as hell, but that's the number one reason why men go for younger women. I mean, it's the same way that women go for older guys, because older men are usually more established, they have more finances. But it does go deeper than that. Women in their 20s are typically going to be in better shape than, let's say, women in their 40s. On top of that, women who are in their 20s, that's their peak fertility years. So if the man wants kids, he's going to go for the younger woman. But if you're so independent, what do you need a man for? A man isn't going to go anywhere where he doesn't feel needed or he doesn't feel useful. Men don't care about all your accolades and accomplishments. A woman who's working at Target can fulfill a man's needs just as well as a woman who's a lawyer or a doctor. So that's the problem with a lot of these accomplished women, is they think that their career somehow makes them a high value woman. It doesn't. She mentions being too confident, but sometimes that leads to overconfidence. Nothing is worse than dating a 4 than dating a 4 who thinks she's an 8. Look, you can be a PhD with a good 6-figure paying job, but if you're too masculine, out of shape, and look down on men just because they don't earn as much as you, no man of any age is going to want to date you. And be careful of women like this, because women like her are low-key jealous of younger women. They don't want to accept the fact that they wasted their prime years on F-boys, and so now they spend their time hating on younger women who are getting the men that they can no longer pull. Please, ladies, make the most of your prime years by pursuing the right type of men, and leave these F-boys and toxic men alone. And even if you are trying to find the right type of man and fall short, please don't become a bitter Betty like this young lady here.
As you get older, that don't mean shit. I don't care how popular you are, how good you look. Looks don't necessarily do it all for me. Like, I need to see you as a whole entire package.
Typically, when you get older, mileage has increased, kids have increased, your weight has increased, so you kind of fell out of your prime a bit. When you were in your prime, you were targeting toxicity. And we're not talking about you, we're talking about the average woman. So most women, when they get older, they'll start realizing, okay, this toxic dude that I've been chasing forever is not good for me. Like, I done experienced it, he's cheating all around, you know what I'm saying, he's making me feel like nothing and all this. You know what, I'm gonna go try to pursue the man that's actually good for me. But by that time, you done had a kid with this toxic man, or you done, been stressed out to where you done gained weight, so you're not in your prime no more. And that's typically how it goes. So now you are doing the good man a disservice, because they're not getting you at your prime, they getting you on the clearance rack. And that's what I feel like the problem is.
This goes right along with the previous video. You may have more money and more degrees because you're an older woman, but everything else is on the decline. Your looks are starting to fade. You might have a couple of kids by this time. May even be dealing with some emotional damage from all the failed previous relationships. Ladies, the number one thing to focus on, no matter what your age, focus on your femininity. That is going to be the number one thing that's going to help you attract a man, no matter what your age is.
Can you do a video on if liking pics in a relationship is bad or not? I don't play that motherfucking shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Usually when people liking pics, what are they doing? Signaling other people that they are interested. That is common sense. I don't get why I have to go over that with people, but I guess. Also, I know how people are whenever other people are liking other people's pictures that are in relationships. Prime example, I'm big on representation, so I'm not finna be liking no other girl picture so other girls can be like, oh, you see, look who in my likes. Ain't he with such and such? I don't want people to have that one up on my girl and vice versa, because dudes, whenever girls like our pictures, they got boyfriends. What we thinking? Hey, ain't she with that one dude? Ain't she with that one dude? And some of y'all probably argue, oh, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a simple like. And I may argue, if it's not that big of a deal, just stop doing it. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all ain't gotta be no shit with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that shit. I don't like that shit. I'm not gonna be liking other girl pictures so other girls can feel like, oh yeah, look who in my likes, and vice versa. So to kill all that shit, just don't like pictures. But y'all do whatever the I want, and I'm gonna do whatever I want. If you don't like it, I don't can tell you. Oh my mama. Yeah, man, liking pictures. Yeah, man, I got me some motherfuckers liking. She ain't everybody like no motherfucking pictures.
Ugh, this whole video just screams of insecurity. Just the other day, I liked my boss' picture with her kids. Does that mean I'm interested in her? No, it just means I like the picture. Now, if you're putting heart emojis underneath the picture or you hopping in the DMs, that's a whole nother story. But if you're someone who looks at someone liking a picture and be like, oh, he must like her because he liked the photo. Grow up. Grow up. This video is stupid. I don't have any more to say on it.
But I feel that we have to address this double standard, because if she was white, or if she had a flatter bum or less breasts, I don't think people would be having an issue with her. This is something that I was body shamed for when I worked on the news in Dallas, Texas. It was this viral global moment where a woman told me that I looked like I was a size 16, 18 trying to fit into a dress size 6.
I think, Demetria, you look amazing in that outfit, right? But I would have to disagree. I think that being on a professional job or more conservative positions like teachers or news anchors, you have to accept the responsibility that comes along with that.
What if I told you that dress that I was wearing, another white anchor wore the same thing and was told nothing?
I believe it.
And she never received that criticism. There are times, right, but I think that for that there's a double standard, and there's nothing wrong with
She
having
would
a more
defend this
curvaceous
woman with
figure.
her
I look at
fun
this teacher,
bags
like I
popping
said,
out of her
fully
dress.
clothed. I don't think that because you have a big booty or some big breasts that makes you unprofessional. It's very difficult to find clothing that even fits you, because it's just now that the clothing industry is even acknowledging different figures.
So I remember seeing this story back in the day, and it looks like it's resurfacing. This young lady, Demetria, did receive what I would say is unfair criticism for her outfits because she is a naturally curvy woman. But I would say that she is unfairly comparing the two situations, because while Demetria was getting criticized for being dressed like this, the teacher was attending classes dressed like this. Now, while she is fully clothed, those pants are so tight, I can see the definition and her thigh muscles. I mean, you can even see her nipples through her shirt in this picture. Now, you can dress however you want to outside of work, but here's one of her pictures on her Instagram. Now, maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's entirely appropriate that your students can easily go online and see their teacher in her panties. And here she goes in front of the camera showing her ass for the whole world to see. I mean, these are the leaders of the next generation. I mean, I know the teachers back in the day weren't perfect, but they don't make them like they used to. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that you are representing your job, and there's a reason that they have a dress code at the workplace. And on top of that, what kind of message are you sending to the young girls in the classroom? I mean, that's not the representation of self-love that I would want for my kids. And while Demetria is a naturally curvy woman, this woman here has had tons of plastic surgery. So you can't say, oh, I can't help the way I look, when you literally spent thousands of dollars just to alter how you look. And look, we need to be adults about this. A girl with big breasts can't get away with wearing the same thing that a woman with a flat chest can wear. That's like if a well-endowed brother was going around with some tight, tiny shorts. That could be problematic. But if he had a baby carrot, it maybe wouldn't look as bad because he's not showing his man parts all over the place. Y'all women already know this. You have to dress according to your body so you won't go around advertising to the world what God blessed you with. Ladies, it's okay to have modesty. Reserving your beauty for your significant other does not rob you of your power. It actually gives you more. And it's a good thing to leave certain things to the imagination. You don't have to show everybody all your goodies. That's all I got for this one. Let me know what you thought of the video. What points did you agree with? What points did you disagree with? Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you got anything out this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.